While everyone's out there chasing the next big tech startup or, I don't know, trying to become an influencer, there's this quiet group of people getting seriously rich, and they're doing it in the most unglamorous industries you can possibly imagine. So today, we're going to break down 6 of them.
Yeah, when you picture a millionaire, what comes to mind? Probably the myth on the left, right? Some tech genius in a hoodie. But the reality? Well, the reality is often much, much more boring. And as we're about to see, boring can be incredibly profitable. And hey, just to give you a little taste of how wonderfully unglamorous we're about to get, number 4 on this list involves something you probably flushed this morning. Seriously, stick with me on this one because it is so worth it. Okay, so let's dive into our first category. I'm calling these the set it and forget it businesses. These are basically automated assets, the kind of ventures that once they're up and running, just keep making money with minimal daily effort.
All right, first up, the humble vending machine. Now, I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. There's this great story about an accountant who was just miserable at his desk job. So he goes out and buys one vending machine for about 2 grand. That single machine starts making him $300 a month pure profit. And that's when the light bulb just went off for him.
So he scaled up. And I mean, he scaled up fast. Fast forward just 5 years, and his little portfolio of over 800 machines is now generating about $2.3 million a year. That is the power of scaling a simple, automated idea.
And here's the beautiful thing about it, right? A vending machine is basically the perfect employee. It works 24/7, it never calls in sick, it never complains, and its only job is to turn dollar bills into more dollar bills. You just stock it, and it essentially prints money for you. It's one of the purest forms of passive income you can find.
Okay, next up, we have a business built on a very simple truth. People have way too much stuff. I'm talking about self-storage. It's basically monetizing our collective inability to throw things away. And let me tell you, it is an absolute gold mine. You know, the lack of drama in this business is what's truly amazing. There's this one woman who owns 4 facilities, makes about 1.8 million in profit a year, and she says her biggest headache, her biggest one, is occasionally having to cut a lock when someone doesn't pay. That's it. That's the drama. No inventory, minimal staff. You're just collecting rent for metal boxes full of things people have probably forgotten they even own.
And this chart, wow, this really puts the financial power into perspective. Look at this. The average self-storage facility pulls in a profit margin of 40 to 50%. Now compare that to most businesses, which are thrilled to see 10 or 15%. I mean, the numbers are just staggering. All right, let's round out this set it and forget it section with our final business, laundromats. Yep, we're officially in the dirty clothes business now, but trust me, the cash it generates is incredibly clean. So the formula here is just so simple and powerful. People will always need to wash their clothes. It doesn't matter if the economy is booming or in a deep recession. It's an essential service. It's recession-proof, it's pandemic-proof. Get this. One owner has 12 locations and only needs 3 people to run the entire operation. It's a true financial fortress.
Okay, let's move into our second category. I call this one Dirty Jobs, Clean Money. These are the businesses that get their hands dirty, servicing things that are absolutely 100% non-negotiable for modern life.
And I told you we'd get here. Let's talk about portable toilets. Think about it. Every construction site, every music festival, every outdoor marathon, they all need them. The portable toilet rental business is easily one of the most profitable industries you've probably never even thought about. And here is the jaw-dropping number. The profit margins in this business can hit around 60%. 60. There's a story of one guy who started his company during a major recession and just made a fortune while everyone else was struggling. Why? Because construction doesn't stop. And people, well, you know. This quote from one of the owners just says it all, doesn't it? Dignity is overrated, money isn't. Look,
You might be in the poop business, but you'll be crying all the way to the bank. It is a simple, essential service with unbelievably high returns. This next one, this might be the most boring of all, but its simplicity is just genius. I mean, imagine this. You buy a flat piece of concrete, you paint some lines on it, and then you charge people to temporarily use that empty space. That's it. That's the entire business model of a parking lot. Now, consider this. One owner who bought a single lot 20 years ago. Today, that lot generates $75,000 a month. A month. His only major expense is an automated payment system. He is literally monetizing empty air above a patch of pavement. It's incredible. All right, now for our final and maybe the smartest business model of them all, this one is all about using systems and leverage to scale your income without having to own the expensive assets yourself. And that business is property management. So you handle all the headaches for landlords, collecting rent, dealing with tenants, arranging maintenance, and for that service, you take a little cut of the monthly rent. The crucial point here, the game changer, is that you don't need to own a single property to do this. And the math on this one is just, it's incredible. Let's break it down. Let's say you manage 200 properties, and the average rent is, say, $1,500. Your 10% cut is $30,000 a month. That's $360,000 a year, and your main expenses are just a small team and some software. It's pure, beautiful leverage. So after looking at all these examples, a really clear theme starts to emerge, right? While everyone else is chasing the latest, shiniest trend, these quiet, consistent, and frankly boring businesses are the ones building real, lasting wealth. So here it is, the final scorecard. From the pure automation of vending machines to the incredible scalability of property management, every single one of these businesses thrives on a simple, proven principle. They solve basic, essential problems that never, ever go away. And that really is the main takeaway here. Look, shiny new ideas are exciting, but they're also incredibly risky. Boring is predictable. Boring means it's proven. These businesses have been minting millionaires for decades because they solve real problems that just never go away. So really, it all comes down to this. The question isn't whether these businesses work. We know they do. They have a track record that speaks for itself. The only real question you have to ask yourself is this. Are you willing to trade all the excitement of a startup